as I move on, and what I've been doing is teaching people how to get started with doing their podcasts. That's kind of the pure Lighthouse Media way. And one of the things that I've learned is with podcasting, you've got to know what your topic is and then kind of make sure that you pay attention to what your listeners want. I had, and I always have help with this, but I decided to do an article on purelightHousemedia.com called, um, let me, it's over here too. The four major ways to use listener feedback to shape your next season. And Coach Tony, that's been my I've been his producer, and we've been shaping his new season, which is now in the fourth season, with either myself coming on and him bringing on people to talk sports. But last night they didn't really talk sports, but I was thinking, man, this would be so cool to share this with folks. So if you're going to use four major ways to gather listener or who's viewing your podcast feedback, you want to collect feedback the smart way. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what's the smart way to collect feedback, Val? What are you talking about? Like, think about it. The people that did Wicked, and the proposal was thrown out, we're going to do a movie. They had to talk to some people to find out, should this Broadway show be a movie? How is that going to translate? It translated pretty well. That's what I think. And for number one, you just want to start by asking at the end of your episodes. I do that a lot, especially on the audio side of things. Like, tell me what you think. Make comments in the chat. I say that right now on this platform. And then I love doing email newsletters. I send those out, and you guys get that. You get the reminder that the show is coming on, or you get a blog post that tells you about what I'm teaching with podcasting. Number two, look for patterns, not just comments. You know what? I love when you guys comment in our live shows and you let us know, hey, you know what? This worked for me, or no, this didn't work for me. This was horrible. I didn't like it at all. Now, that I want to consider that as, what do you call that, constructive criticism. But start by gathering those responses that you've received, and I've definitely done that. And you could do polls, you could do reviews or surveys. I haven't done a survey in a long minute. I have done polls. That's been fun, especially a couple of weeks ago when we told you about the Eddie Murphy documentary that's coming out, Being Eddie. It's now already out on Netflix. We did a survey of what you thought your favorite films from Eddie Murphy was. And I think Coming to America, I think, won that poll. But that's wonderful. But you want to make sure the goal is to separate the noise from insight and take every comment with a grain of salt. You do not want to chime in on the negative comments. I know I don't. I try not to do that. Improve experience through technical feedback. That's number three. How technical do you have to be, Val? There was one time I did this show, Talk on Tuesdays, and you guys could not hear me. I think what was happening, instead of my sound coming through this mic, it was coming through the laptop. And even then, I think the laptop was muted. Oh, good gracious. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you're asking people, did any parts feel too long? Were they too short? Coach Tony and I love to chit chat, and sometimes we just get on a tangent. Last week was a lot of fun, but definitely we could ask. And Tony definitely asked. He always tells me, hey, Val, somebody gave me a text, and you know what? They gave us a lot. They gave us a lot of good feedback on how we can make things better, how we can bring in guests, how we can engage the audience. And that's been fun to do that, and to figure that out. And the criticism, turn that into an opportunity. Don't let any negative feedback turn you around, but you definitely want to make sure that you are listening to your audience and letting them know, you know what, I hear you and I'm going to adjust and do what we do. And then the last one I want to talk about is close the loop with your audience. You don't want to just keep it open. And once you've gathered all that wonderful feedback, surveys, polls, you've done some emails, start by mentoring it with the episodes based on what people want to talk about. Talk on Tuesdays has gone through a lot of alliterations. And when I say it's gone through a lot of alliterations, I think we started out Talk on Tuesdays with, I think, just talking about films and television. And then I was thinking, you know what, let's start doing reviews. And we've been getting the feedback to say, and you guys let us know, we love when you guys review a film or when you bring a preview of a film and you bring it to us. And then we can weigh in on what you'd like to do, which is always good. And I see who's in the audience. Oh, it's Tamara. She's in the audience. Hey, you know what? She says she can't wait for The Devil Wears Prada. I can't wait for it either, and I'm getting excited about it as well. When I think about it, like that's a big deal for that, and we're gonna chit chat about that a little bit later. But yeah, I found out that Coach Tony is looking forward to The Devil Wears Prada, and I was like, "What? You looking forward to that?" He's a sports guy. I didn't think he was a big fan of Meryl Streep or Anne Hathaway, but it's neither here or there. But of course, our platform, our Pure Lighthouse Media, I'm just excited to let you guys know that we've been doing this for a minute and people have let us know we would love to learn how to do podcasting. We would love to get some help and some guidance on our platform, or we already have a platform and we'd like to come to your platform. And so that blog post, the 4 major ways to use listener feedback to shape your next season, it is available on Pure Lighthouse